is the fabulous floral architect from Natural Objects, Abel Castro. Abel, welcome to the show. I love you so much, and I'm so excited that you decided to join us today.
Thank you, Alexander. Thank you for having me.
First, let's start with, what is that flower behind you? What is that?
Let me tell you. So this is a very interesting, I don't think it's a flower. It's more like a pod.
Right.
It's a little hard.
What is that?
They're called monkey balls. I don't have to tell you why.
Oh my God.
So it's a very interesting pod. It's just local to California. They're in season right now, and they're bringing this very interesting architecture feeling to them. And I have 3 now that I can, play. If I
I love it. And he juggles. But that's actually what I love. I love that you said architecture, because that is what I love to call you. You're my floral architect, because you don't just do things that are predictable.
I don't know
do
what
things.
You get from that name, but I'm a designer, an architect, everything we can do.
A floral architect, though, because I'll tell you where I came up with it. Your arrangements and your design have such height to them and such drama that it's not your typical, like, oh, I've seen that before. And we're going to get to it. We're going to show people some of your work because it is so dramatic. Like, the girls in the office pulled this one from your Instagram. They were like, we have to show him hanging, you hang flowers from the ceiling as well.
Yeah, that was an event we did for David Downtown. This is an artist from London, and he did a dinner for this amazing lady from San Francisco, and we just hang dozens and thousands of roses on top of it. We did a canopy, and we created this feel like garden, very organic, natural, and the ladies dine in this beautiful atmosphere in the middle of a showroom that is super, super modern, Mass Beverly.
Gorgeous.
Have been very good clients of mine for many, many years.
Yes, yes.
Spectacular thing.
But I also have to cut to, you did the cover of Architectural Digest Middle East with me and Tomer and Douglas Friedman. And where I call you a floral architect is this photo. Look at this. This is the kitchen. It's a very stark, modern kitchen. And I said, I need something tall and dramatic. And you brought me in these flowers. What are these?
Those are Hermeras. And they may look small in that picture, but those flowers, they were, 6 feet tall. And on top of this beautiful island, and just created this kind of like a helicopter hurricane of just flowers that everybody loved, and I mean, we made the cover to Architectural Digest in Middle East. Yes,
which I love. But I mean, there's also a simplicity to what you do. It's very it's just this one flower, and then they are very tall. The stems are very tall. Is that kind of your design ethos?
It's the way that you have to place a flower. You just can't throw flowers on a vase and call it a day. You have to have a sense of space, a sense of texture, height, and also the way they're placed. They're placed in a spiral way. That way we can create and accommodate all the surroundings.
I love that place. You guys, are you taking notes? Everyone, place your flowers in a spiral. Go for tall.
We have to do a flower class so we can teach everybody how to place in a spiral an arrangement. Make the perfect bouquet.
Where did you? This is the perfect segue into my background on you. All about Abel. Abel, are you self-taught? Like, who taught you how to do this?
Well, I come from a family of agricultures. Ever since I remember, I've been picking up flowers and going on the fields and feeling the passion of plants and flowers. And I moved to LA, and I always had flowers in my apartment. And a friend said, why don't you help me with an event for El Decor? This was, 12 years ago. And I said, okay, well, I have some experience because my family, they have been in the flower business too. And let's do it. So I did it. And then I decided to go and jump into a bigger company, a production company. Mm-hmm. And we started working for the Academy Awards, with the Golden Globes, with the Emmys, with the Grammys, along with huge events, weddings, the whole Persian community. It was a big production company, and we experienced and learned so much from it. And then I learned the techniques, the skills, how to cut the flowers, how to treat them. And from then I moved on into my own and started very small. And right now we are a team of people, and sometimes more if the event gets bigger. And we work at the Waldorf Astoria for
Ooh,
3 years.
that's incredible.
We opened the hotel, and it has been a great experience because being in the hospitality industry is super, super hard. We get requests overnight, and we have to fulfill them. Bring I don't know 100 dozens of roses because a royal is coming in the penthouse, and they want to surprise a special guest. So we have to make it happen. I'm at the flower market sometimes at 3 a.m. just trying to pick up and pull out from all the vendors just to make everything happen.
That's incredible. So you said you learned it from a family, and it's a family business. What does your family think of now when they see what you're doing and sort of the work that you've achieved?
I think well, I think they're happy. They always have supported me in what I do. I love them. My family is my core. I'm a family guy, and I at the beginning they were like, what are you doing? They quite didn't understand, but now they see that is my passion and that I love it. They support me 100%. And every time they come to my house, they're like, what are you gonna do? How's the Christmas tree gonna look like? What is the Thanksgiving table gonna look like? Because I overthink things, and I'm always like throwing things, and sometimes I just surprise them all the time with different which is
Love
fun.
that. I love that. And Abel, I was just trying to flip to show the audience some of your work. If you guys are just joining us, you're watching Real Talk, and we are speaking with the fabulous floral architect, Abel Castro from Natural Objects. You must follow him because he's such an inspiration, and he gives away his knowledge, which I love because that's what we're all about. So now let's talk about events during COVID, because you figured a way to actually do it and make it work. Look at this.
Well, we created these screens, these loose-side screens that are in the middle of the table that divide your guest from, let's say, I don't know, talking over and having, I don't know.
The spelling on each other.
So we created these screens, but at the same time, it's the same arrangement that is divided in 3 or 5 or 6 or 10 that looks like it's one cohesive table, but you're actually divided by the screens. And there's little moments under, I don't know if you can see, where you can have, the air can flow, and then you can hear the person. And I thought it was, it's not 100% per se COVID safe or proof, but
it looks safe to me.
We have to be creative. We have to come up with new ideas. And I think this is going to be the new normal for a few moments or months, I don't know, until we are over this moment, because it's been hard. This pandemic really hit our industry.
Did Natural Objects, were you challenged to come up with the solution, or did the event already have this solution?
No, we had to come up with a solution for someone. This was for the LA Philharmonic and the patrons at the Riviera Country Club. She was doing a luncheon, and they said, let's do something that I want to be able to join and have lunch with my friends and be super, super cautious. And we created these screens and these divisions.
Did they still have to wear a mask while they were at the table?
Well, they come with a mask, and while they're having their meal, of course, they cannot eat with a mask. But they felt very, very secure, and they loved it. So I think we created a new standard now, and we see what else we can do.
So what do you think is going to happen with awards season? First of all, I love this solution that you guys created. It's so smart. You're outside and you're still protected. But what do you think the future of events is going to be as we head into award season right now? That's your bread and butter.
Well, it has happened. I mean, we just saw the Grammys happened, and the Emmys, and it's going to be at home probably and smaller. People are going to be hosting gatherings at their homes. Perhaps the big production companies will have their own events and will have required tests prior. They're definitely going to be smaller, but that necessarily means they're going to be sad or not fabulous.
Yes.
People are spending more money and more quality. They want to surprise their guests. They want to be innovative, create new things, little venues here and there, so you can bring your groups into a different experiences. And in smaller groups, but screens here and there so we can all get together and enjoy, you know, the award season.
And learning to live with it and do it in a chic way, which is what you guys did. It's really fantastic. I love the workaround. Take us into more of your work. I'm going to continue to show videos, and I want you to explain where we are and kind of the background of this project.
I'm fascinated by the season. I don't have per se a least favorite flowers. There's flowers that I don't like to work with. That necessarily means they're bad or ugly or cheap or expensive. I work with the seasons. Whatever the season is bringing me, we're so fortunate to have an amazing flower market in Los Angeles. It is the biggest flower market in United States. So we have flowers coming from all over the world. And I'm just amazed by the colors, by the smells. And every season brings this joy to me to see peonies back for spring, to see poppies in early January, the cherry blossom season. So I work with that. That's my main reason. And of course, we have the standard flowers that they're always available. They're year round. And that's what we get inspired. We're very natural. We don't overwork the
you don't. Yeah. Is this the Waldorf that we're looking at right now?
Yeah, that's the Waldorf. This is last year for fall. So we created all these fall colors, your beautiful oranges and deep yellows and the deep purples, all of that, just to create this sense that you're reaching a new season. And we do that for Christmas. We fill the hotel with cherry blossoms for spring. It's just fabulous to be. I think I'm the luckiest man.
You are the luckiest man. You just make things beautiful all day.
I work with the most beautiful thing that exists in the world, which is nature, and I'm very, very privileged. And I sometimes I'm like, wow, Belle, this is beautiful. You get to see all these flowers, and you get to smell them and touch them and work with them
every day.
Bring a smile to my clients, which is the most important thing.
And I love this video because you did this for us at a mansion. You really favor small vases with just one flower. Can you explain that kind of theory to us when you're table setting?
This is a very special dainty dinner we did for a very special client, and we fill it up with candles, all sizes. And the client also wanted for everybody to keep one arrangement so they can take home. Okay.
Nice.
We always know the aunt. We always know that the client who always want to bring the flowers home, and they're carrying this big basket on their hands after the wedding, and they're all like messy, and they put it in the back of the car, and they create a mess, right? So you can put her in your pocket, you can put her on your purse, and they look so elegant. They're so chic, and you can reuse them, and it looks super, super sophisticated in the table. Just the candlelight and the reflection. And then we did this vines all over the terrace that made it look like you're in Italy or somewhere in the Mediterranean, where it looks very, very, very natural and not overworked.
But I learned this trick from you. It's small, but go for a small vase with one flower and do many. Don't do just one big arrangement.
It's one flower, but yet we had there, I don't know, 700 little vases. And that was
incredible.
150 people at one long table. So you do the math.
And then this is another dinner you did. Is this at the Waldorf Astoria? That's
at the Garden of Waldorf, the Jason Garden of Waldorf. This was like a last minute, let me see. This is a last minute luncheon that we did. And we just called and say, hey, we are 450 for a breakfast. This was on a Tuesday. We're 450 for Thursday morning. We did this event, and then as soon as we finished that, I took a plane and I went to India. And I was like,
oh my God. I think I remember that trip to India. But you know, this is Real Talk, and we do have a large real estate audience. So tell us, this is an installation you did at a mansion here in Beverly Hills. What do you think works in real estate for flower arrangements?
It depends on the architecture. I work also with what the house is speaking and what the clientele is. For this one, we had this beautiful hallway, and we were like, let's do this, all this bases up and down. But then then I thought, okay, we need to create a structure. Let's make a structure. So I created this loose size
Like ladder almost.
Yeah, and they are 11 feet tall, and we just put flowers inside, and they look very, very beautiful. It's more like a art floral installation.
I was gonna say, yeah.
They weighed a ton, and just to install them was a lot of work. But at the end, they look. I think it looks great.
But I love that you took a long hallway in real estate and turned it into a floral installation, because you are a floral architect. But what about people who say, I can't use real flowers in my real estate, I have to use fake flowers? What do you say to that?
I say use them. If they fake flowers make you happy, use them. I think there's great quality of fake flowers now. Of course, my business, I do mostly real flowers. But if you have a house or you need to do a project that you don't have either the means to keep up with the fresh flower installation, go ahead. And there's beautiful succulents now. They make beautiful orchids. I call them dust collectors. But if you want to go for that, go for it. It's an industry that I respect, that I used to.
I love it. Well, now we're going to test your knowledge with a game we call Flower Power. I'm just going to show you a flower. Audience, Abel has not seen this flower. And Abel, you have to tell me if you know the name of this flower. Are you ready?
Yeah. That's Astilt.
He is correct, people.
And if you cut that, you cut the flower, you can put a little bit of glue. You can create amazing paintings with that, because if the color will not die, will not fade. It's beautiful.
Well, now that game's over because you're too good. So we're going to count down the top 5 of your favorite flowers right now. I tried to get you to say something negative about flowers, and you could literally not say anything negative about any flower. So these are his 5 favorites. We've got peonies.
Yes. Anemones.
Anemones.
Yes. Poppies.
Poppies.
Tuberose. Oh, the smell of tuberose.
Tuberose. And the classic.
Roses.
So,
Who
Abel,
doesn't love roses?
Who doesn't love roses? So, Abel, you're going to now play another game with us called What Flower Are We Celebrity Edition. We're going to show you a celebrity, and you tell us which of your favorite flowers that celebrity is. Here's the first one. J-Lo.
She is a rose.
She's a rose, people. J-Lo.
Yes, she's a rose. Yes.
Okay. Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce is...
The graphics are great.
Beyonce is a peony, because sometimes they start this small and they bloom and they explode and they fragrance.
So
and
true.
They fill the room.
She's like Destiny's Child here, yes. And then she's Beyonce, the solo album. Here, she's a peony, people. Okay? Christy Teigen, also big in real estate.
I think she is she's more like an anemone. Yeah. She's more like an anemone, because they're very expressive.
I love it. I love that. I love all your answers. Okay, so she's an anemone. I think that's all we have. Now we're going to show you photos from your Instagram, and you tell us what's going on in that photo. Here's the first one. You're with Karl Lagerfeld?
Oh yes, I got invited by my friend Ashley to host this dinner with Karl Lagerfeld for he was showing off his furniture collection that he designed for Carpenter's Workshop. This amazing furniture, and I just met them there, and sadly, 6 months later, he passed away. So I had the opportunity to meet him and be really, really close next to him.
How incredible that you got to meet the legend, Karl Lagerfeld. That must have been really, really special.
Yeah,
tell us what's going on in this picture that you posted on your Instagram.
Well, Rosetta is a client of mine. She's an amazing designer. She's so talented. And
Rosetta Getty.
Rosetta Getty. Yes, I've been doing her house for many, many years. And we did this photo shoot for Z Magazine. And we filled up her dining room full of puppies. This was back in January. And we had a great time doing the photo shoot.
I love this picture. Is this, well, I can't get into that, but I think this is the house where she lives right next to me.
I can't say anything, but no. I'm letting you know that, because I have a lot of wonderful clients that I cannot mention, but we all have fun with them.
We all have fun. And this picture, we just loved this photo of you, actually.
That's in my studio. We were doing baskets for a client that just wanted to send like tortillas to their friends, and we're just having fun there.
I love that. And then this photo, this is from my Instagram. Where are you in this picture? I think we're on vacation
this
together.
Last year in Careyes for Onda Linda, and I think you put that hat on me.
I did.
And the glasses are mine.
Yes.
And I don't know, and the rope is mine too. So we're just having a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Abel, I could talk to you all day. I want to say again, congratulations on AD Middle East. And your work was so powerful. I think it really helped get that placement, as well as Douglas's beautiful pictures. Here it is again in the kitchen. If you guys are just joining us, we were speaking with Abel Castro at Natural Objects. Please follow him for more. And his Instagram is filled with inspiration. Abel, we'll have to have you back on and do a live where you teach us how to make these incredible arrangements.
No, we have to talk about the holidays because they're coming. Holiday inspiration, colors, Thanksgiving, fall, Halloween.
Halloween flowers. I love that. Thank you so much, Abel, for joining us on the show. I love you so much, and for sharing your knowledge with us. Everyone at Natural Objects, follow him.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you, everyone, for watching. All my love, my family, my friends, I love you, and let's keep the party going.
Let's keep the party going. Grab a mask. Bye, honey.
Bye.
I mean, how fabulous is Abel? He is truly, truly wonderful. I can't say how much I love about him. And the comment section was going crazy. Fabulous is an understatement. You rock. Everyone loves you, Abel. So thank you for joining us on the show. And once again, I'm Alexander Ali, your host, and thanks for keeping it real talk. Bye-bye.